Welcome home, fam. This is the Diginachi sequence. I'm Will Carr with my co-host XRP Sean.
Welcome to Pump City.
It is Pump City today, man. Hey, listen, in this episode, we're going to be showing you guys what it looks like to sell your bags too early where you don't get to take part of Pump City. A lot of big things have been going on. Tomorrow, we're going to have some bills actually signed by President Trump into law. XRP seeing an over 500% pump since this time last year. And the crypto market, new all-time highs today at almost $4 trillion. With that said, let's hit it.
Did you sleep last night?
Oh, man. I slept great last night, man. I woke up feeling even better.
I did not get very much sleep last night, and I actually left my phone charts just on and plugged in. So every time I rolled over, I could check the price. Not much happened late last night, but today, and one of the first X posts that I read today was from Eleanor Terrett. Breaking. All three crypto bills just passed the House, and the Genius Act is now heading to Donald Trump's desk to become the first major piece of crypto legislation signed into law.
Mic drop.
And Eleanor goes on to say, let's recap. The Clarity Act passed in a vote 294 to 134. The Genius Act passed 308 to 122. The Anti-CBDC Act passed 219 to 210. That's a landslide. That is bipartisan as it gets. I hope that everybody running for office understands where the financial system is going, because if you aren't a part of the crypto movement, Senator Warren, the likelihood of you getting voted out are tremendous moving forward. Wow. Thank you, Eleanor, for always being right on top of things. I have notifications turned on.
Yes.
So, man, she's crushing it, dude.
Thank you for spending your life there in Washington, D.C. so you can bring us the news while I spend my life hiking mountains and can just read the news.
Looks like we got crypto heavy. Hold up.
Oh, bring him in.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, fellas? Running late. What's good?
All good. I think we're
the party.
You didn't miss anything. We're just highlighting Eleanor's tweets today, keeping us up to date, keeping us happy and excited. How are you doing today?
Hey, man, it was good. It's a busy day, man. I'm painting up my kids' rooms, man. So it's been crazy. So, but it's been exciting as I'm painting. I'm trying to look at the price action and see what the news is. It's been a wild day, man, but super bullish.
I was too busy most of the day to look at the charts or see anything that's going on, but I've been getting caught up a little right before we got on here.
No, I just seen the price action. I said, oh, we living a good life right now. Like, it's
serious moves today. The total market cap was 3.86. Is that right, Will?
3.86 for the total crypto market cap. Never been this high ever in history as it is today.
Bitcoin still holding strong with the supported tether at 120. Ethereum's still at 3,600. And XRP, man, I saw it hit 365. I don't know if it went higher, but at the time of this recording, it's 360, I believe.
358 right now. It looks like the high it hit 366, just over.
This is what we were waiting for, man. I can't believe we started a podcast just in time to kind of document this whole transition. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, I was looking at like different people tweets. It was like back to back. It's like the greatest X's ever, because like everybody's super bullish, everybody excited. So it's just fun to watch. It's like people that you don't even usually see getting hypey, and I'm like, yeah, we here. It's time, man.
I'm gonna have to spend some time just scrolling X after we get off here and see what's all been being said today.
You ain't gonna be able to sleep. You're gonna get all this excitement.
Well, speaking of not being able to sleep,
ooh,
we gotta play the Dave Portnoy clip. Oh,
I got it.
You know, if he wasn't already rich, I might feel a little bad for the guy, but
ooh, I missed this one.
All right.
This is what happens when you don't understand what you're investing in.
I'm getting ready to go to bed. and I can't lie to my people. I have a confession. I sold XRP when it went up to 240 because the guy who told me to buy it told me that I should sell it because he thought Circle would compete with him. He was unhappy with it. It's up 60% since I sold it, and I would have made millions, and I want to cry, and I don't own it anymore. Even though I was like the leader of the XRP army, I sold it. Good night.
Man.
Wow.
My first reaction to that is, Dave, bless your heart. You were never the leader of the XRP army.
Ever. At no
Ever.
point was that a thing.
Just because you're a rich dude that got real hyped on XRP for a couple months and bought a couple $1 million worth and then sold it way too early, that does not ever classify you as the leader of the XRP army. Just so we're clear here.
Oh my God. That is funny. Like I mean, it's not funny for him, but like that's funny that he thinks he's the leader of the XRP.
It just goes to show how much he didn't understand what he was investing in. Like he obviously didn't know what the XRP army was and who the real army behind it is. So
I mean, if the guy who told him to sell at 340 is his
240.
friend, 240,
yeah,
he should punch him in the face. Like he literally should drive to his house and punch him. Like, you're not my friend, sir.
we are no longer friends.
We're no longer friends. Like I can't talk to you anymore.
I had a friend reach out to me just 2 days ago or whatever when it was back up into the 290 something. He's like, I'm up just over double on my initial cost, and he's like, I'm thinking about taking my money out, just letting the rest ride. What do you think, bud? Now is not the time to sell. Now is not the time. I'm like, if you want to take your initials out, wait a few weeks. He's like, but what if it goes back down to like 220, 240? He's like, I can buy more in again. That's not the time to be playing this game. Same buddy sent me an audio message this afternoon. He's just like, thank you so much for your advice and for telling me, giving me the inside scoop on, because I don't follow this like you do. And yeah, you're up another 20%.
To think that anybody who invested in XRP up until today is up on their investment, that's crazy.
If you don't count the wicks that happened on the Korean exchanges, the all-time high was what, 337, 340?
I think it was 332 is what they said from David Schwartz.
Place I saw 341 this morning. So
yeah.
I don't know.
I guess Schwartz was saying that it's only 334 or something like that.
It's safe to say we're an all-time high.
Yeah, because we up all the way, like whatever one of those it is. I'm looking for 4. Now I'm excited if it goes to 4.
Oh,
we're almost emotionally into new price discovery. I can imagine selling after we're about to pass all these laws. You made it this far, and I think I'm going to play the game where I could sell it now, and if it goes back down to 280, 220, then I'm going to buy right back in. Like, you don't have enough money to justify making those moves. Every time we see a huge pump, oh my God, do you think it's going to go back down? Do you think I'll have a chance to buy in? It's like, I was telling you for years to buy, not financial advice. I've been saying this is the best technology. It's going to win. I mean, that last video we did with Happy Daddy, my God, I think I've watched at least his portion of the video another 10 times to finally get a serious grasp on what Ripple has done with the ISO 20022.
Literally, yeah.
I mean, it's a relaxing feeling. Finally, I can exhale because we made it to the place we knew we could, and this is just the beginning.
I keep telling people, like, it's like validation. Like, it's a lot of validation for people that's been in the game for a long time. Like, if you've been in since 2017 or so, like, all the nonsense that you heard up until today, like, it's all validation. Like, for everybody who held the line, it's validation, and it's a good feeling. Yeah. It's like exciting. It's like a relief because that we knew it was coming, and it actually happened, and we believed it. But sometimes you just got to see it. So like, it's awesome to see it.
Vindicating. It's vindicating to know that all this time that we've been waiting, and here we are. The pump is just getting started.
We're about to ride the waves of all these big institutions providing the liquidity. they're not even in it to make a lot of money. They're in it to save a lot of money on transactions. They're in it to save a lot of money on time. Bitcoin, I can't say that. What institutions are going to be using that to move money?
Possibly as a store of value.
They're using you as their liquidity. We're about to use the institutions for ours.
Yeah.
And we made it early, just like if you made it into Bitcoin in the dollar days. I mean, Tether just printed $5 billion this last week.
Time will prove us right. Time will prove us right. And it's just that mathematically, I mean, XRP has to go to 3+ figures this year when we're going to have trillions and trillions of dollars flowing through the XRP ledger. It just has to go to $100 plus. We can continue to get in the market cap conversation, but XRP is not a stock. It's not a company. It's not valued as market cap. It's valued as liquidity. And in order for it to work as liquidity, it has to be worth hundreds of times more than the daily transaction volume. Our good friend Nick, as we've been pumping after softball last night, I was trying to talk to him about it again, and he just doesn't even want to hear it. And he's like, I'll believe it when I actually see the transaction volume. Bro, when you see the transaction volume, it's too late to buy it. Like, what?
Oh, yeah. It's unfortunate because you can lead a horse to water, age-old tale. I feel like if you're smart enough to look at a situation and be like, okay, this is the prototype, this is the future. We were smart enough to do that. We're smart enough to join this family, this army, and what a great group of individuals. I truly think that we can change the world with this incoming financial reset, and we got to be stewards of the people. It's as simple as that.
We are the stewards of the new economy, and therefore it's our responsibility. And I always like this because the word responsibility means you have the ability to respond. So when there are situations at hand, if you have the ability to respond to them, you have the responsibility to do so and to hold your highest morals and values in place. That is the life that we have been called here to live. Only certain people are going to get it. And I think that there's some type of divine spiritual layer to this where if you don't get it, you for some reason are not meant to be the ones responsible for this new digital economy that is coming.
At this point, we done told as many people as we can that would listen. So if they ears aren't open to it to listen, then they consciously just not ready for what XRP is going to do. And we could still be there to like try to bring people along, but I think at this point it's got to be the people that's willing to learn and want to understand the technology.
But I mean, it's really almost too late. I mean, at this point, how do we even get our friends in a meaningful way at $3.60?
Yeah, it may be too late for XRP. There's some other ones that they can maybe, potentially make some money on, but like XRP, I feel weird even saying
You
to my friend
can.
and family, like, because I was like, when I told you, it was back at 50 cents. So
If you got 10 grand to throw into it right now, you still can make some money. If you got 50 grand, I got a guy to throw in 65 grand. He got up to 30,000. And I'm like, good for you, man. Like, like you got in at the last minute and I'm happy for you. His problem is he was doing all this. He's like, oh man, I already reached my 5K limit on Uphold from my bank account. For the most part, people trying to get in, they're going to be in that boat. Like, even if they have $100,000 to spend, they might be limited to $5,000 a day. And as these things are doubling every day,
let's face it, most of us aren't going to be able to sink in $5,000 a day any way you look at it. But the consistency of it is just,
totally.
Hey, look, if you can put $100 in every paycheck, if you can put $50 in every paycheck, if you're just not looking at it, and by the time, if you're buying all the way up to $10 and you look down, even if you just have 2,000 XRP, that's better than anything else you could have invested in.
I saw something where they were saying like most people won't even have 1,000 XRP. Like that's becoming not realistic for people, especially like when you think that people don't even have $500 in their savings account. Like if you ain't got $500 in your savings account, most Americans don't, then they're not going to have enough to get 1,000 XRP. So getting it at 50 cent or 30 cent or sub $1 was what we was yelling from the rooftops, because we knew that potentially this day would come where normal people wouldn't be able to afford a significant amount to change their life because it's going to be out of reach for the price. So
I had another friend that I got to buy I think he bought like 350 XRP at like 220. So he threw in everything he could, and that's what he's got. He texted me yesterday. He's like, dude, we're flying, you know? And I'm like, yes. For someone that's all they had to throw in, you know, from 220, they're up 50% right now.
Yeah, they're not in it to sell next month or next year.
Right.
They're in it for the long haul. And
Yeah.
that's totally okay, because if this asset does what we know it can do over the next decade, that 350 XRP will be life-changing for him. That's the only encouragement I can have for anybody is like, hey, look, even if you can't, if you think you missed the boat, you didn't, you can still put in whatever you can, whenever you can, and just don't look at it. Don't worry about, oh my God, I bought at 320 and it dipped down to 240 or $1.92. Don't worry about it. Just keep investing.
it is cool to see people get, like, when they first get their first XRP, like they text you about it. Like that's a rewarding feeling. Like I get super pumped about that. Like just having something is better than having nothing. Whatever you can afford to put in, because if it goes up like we think, then that'll still be life changing for most people. So
I had another friend who I had gotten her to buy in right before Trump's election. So it would have been around 50, 55 cents that she bought in. And she dropped about 10 grand. So she got 20,000. Then when Trump made that tweet about the strategic reserve having XRP and it popped up to $3 almost that day, she sold a bunch of it and then bought back in lower. So she flipped that 20,000 into 26,000 XRP. And now she's like, well, I can't sell anything now until like February of next year, whenever that was, because she's all worried about capital gains and stuff.
Yeah.
So now you're locked in. Now you can't sell. So, you know, it's even little things like that, I think will turn into a blessing for people, because, you know, it's going to be really tempting for her to want to sell something around $12, $13. You know, it's going to seem like money. She's going to be like, oh, I could buy myself some things. And that's going to be a huge blessing for you, because if you can hold on to this stuff until next summer, we're going to be in a whole new world.
yeah.
So, Duran, what's the sentiment like on TikTok? Because I know you're on there more than we are.
So from what I've been seeing, like most influencers, they hyped up, man. So it's been ongoing for most of them. Most of the influencers just around like the legislation coming out. I think this week, crypto week. So the bullishness around like them actually pushing the Clarity and the Genius Act, I think that's the big unlock that I've seen in TikTok that most people are talking about. And that's huge for, for us, because we've been waiting for it, and to see Congress actually do something productive was very well received by everybody. So that's the most that people have been talking about, because the price is the price. Everybody kind of get hyped up about that, but like the legislation part of it has been huge.
When it comes to the Genius Act, do we know if there are any other stable coins that fall under the standards?
Closest one is Circle, but I think I heard something about Circle.
Yeah,
but
it
that's the
might
closest one.
have to make a couple changes still.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. So yeah.
RLUSD is the only one right now.
The only one.
Yeah.
Are we paying attention yet?
Right.
Like
just
and a lot of the maxis out there on Bitcoin and Ethereum, so Ripples, they're changing their game. They're having to make adjustments to get into stable coins now. If you don't understand by now, I will break it down for you. There is only one set of rails. There is only one car that goes on those rails. That is XRP. That is a native token for the XRP ledger. It can carry anything we put on it, i.e. RLUSD. When they talk about tokenizing assets, they will create whatever kind of coin that is, the real estate token. Guess what? It has to hop on to XRP for that 4 seconds that it takes, and it is providing that much liquidity to the pool.
It's deflationary. Every time you use XRP, it burns a little. So
what did Brad say, that the overall stablecoin market would be worth trillions in the very near future?
Yeah. He said up to $10 to $12 trillion in stable coins.
So if we take the actual money of RLUSD and we apply the multiplier that we've been seeing recently, which has been anywhere from 280 up to 800x for actual money that goes in.
So let's just say 400 to make a easy round middle number.
There you go. So if there are $10 trillion worth of RLUSD on a daily market, that's a 400x to the market cap. People are not going to be able to understand how that equates. We don't have that much money in our entire world. We do now.
It just seems so obvious to me that clearly blockchain and cryptocurrency is not driven by standard market cap calculations.
Well, people keep trying to equate cryptocurrency and this whole sector like it's a stock, but it's not. And I think that's the comparison. It's like, well, stocks, you got to have this and have that. And it's like, this is not a stock. So the market cap argument isn't relative to these blockchain technologies. So that's where people get hung up on it, because people don't, like you said, nobody hasn't seen this before. So they don't know how to gauge it. So they use it comparable to stocks, and it's not like stocks.
It's hard to explain the market cap argument to people who are still trying to equate it to, if they get 10% of Swift, then that means it only goes up so much. And everybody who tries to apply that math to market cap is considering that the Swift system would get access to all of the tokens. There aren't that many tokens to be able to get. So once everything's swallowed up off the exchanges, it's over. Now it's, what is anybody willing to pay for it? Because there's a very limited supply. When you think of it, there's only less than 7 XRP tokens per person. That's not going to go very far at $3.60, or I'm sorry,
Nope.
361.59 as we talk here.
Hey, let's go.
Hey,
It may not be. It may be a no sleep night checking this thing.
I'm going to sleep good, man. I can't wait. I'm going to sleep so good tonight. I'm going to wake up in the morning. Where are we at?
I may have to turn my phone off. Might be one of those nights.
Yeah.
Power it off completely. Just,
oh yeah.
I just can't.
So once the platforms have been created, once the rules have been set for standard,
Yep.
Let's just think about it as MySpace is a thing.
You want me to talk about my favorites?
Everybody hopped on and started a MySpace. It's going to be that easy to hop on once the standards and regs are in place. It's game time, which is why a lot of people talk about, oh, well, flip the switch. It's going to go so much higher than we can imagine in such a short period of time. And I'm waiting. I'm ready for it.
Yeah. I think it's going to, I think nobody knows. And I think that's the fun part about it. But also, like, it's like the nerve wracking, because you want to know, but we just don't. We just know that it's going to happen.
And Diginachi himself wrote us today and said, alt season hasn't even begun. Man,
wow.
we got to get his ass on here.
Wow.
He sends us charts all the time. And honestly, I don't know how to line any of it up, but he'll send us these charts, and the very top of this candle, or the very bottom of this candle, hits one of these lines that he drew weeks ago. And he's like, huh, isn't that funny? And then it's just following. It's insane, but he's been working on it for years and years, and hopefully we can get him on here to kind of maybe give us inside
Did he
scoop.
say anything about the next chart? Like the last chart he sent y'all, did it say, like, are we trending?
We are going parabolic.
Yeah, I mean, we ask him all the time, and it's I feel like at this point, whenever he's comfortable enough to send us something, if it were up to me, I'd ask him every morning when I woke up. But it is so interesting to see the Fibonacci sequence laid over these charts, and the way that it can tell the future.
Well, and the problem is he's always reaching out to us from different phone numbers, and then his old phone number won't work anymore, and then he's using different voice changing things. I'm not sure if we even know what his real voice sounds like.
We'll have to get him on the show. Maybe he'll just show us his feet or something. I'll take anything. We got a really exciting week. We're almost at the end of crypto week. Genius Act gets signed in tomorrow. And
Genius, Clarity, and the anti-CBDC all get signed into law tomorrow, correct?
No, just the Genius.
Just Genius.
Okay.
Well, the Clarity and the CBDC go to the Senate now for
Okay.
their vote, and then they'll get signed in. But
Okay.
the Genius Act is going to Trump's desk tomorrow.
Yes.
I think we're gonna get a pump off of that. Low key.
I mean,
think.
we're in the season now. We're in up only season for a while.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that lasts. But
Europe hasn't even woken up yet. It's going to be a beautiful week, beautiful weekend.
Yes,
and I can't wait to see what Eleanor has for us tomorrow.
Yeah.
Bring us the good stuff, girl.
Calm down, Will.
I think it's a good place to wrap it up. Really appreciate you hopping on, Duran. I know you were here just a couple minutes late, but always good to see your beautiful face. Will, thank you so much for leading us into battle. We did it, guys.
Let's go.
We did it.
Here we are.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I know we only have some 40 subs, but we really just enjoy doing this because we already talk about this every day. So we're not just hop on this camera and share with you kind of what we chat about. You guys like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Absolutely.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. I'm XRP Sean.
I'm Will Carr Speaks.
Crypto heavy.
We'll see you guys next time.